Yo, people, this is X Fells from GBP Gaming, GBP as you can see, and this is our very first Genshin Impact video. Going forward, I want to start covering some Genshin useful information and covering the news and updates and that sort of stuff, but more about that at the end of the video. But now we can just jump straight into what we came here for, which is the location of some hidden slash unlisted vendors. Um, the game was out for a month now, so there's a lot of information out there already, but hopefully some people will still be able to find the information here useful. And if it's any that I missed or do not know about, feel free to leave a comment and let me know. But yeah, straight into it right now. Right, so the first one we can teleport to Liyue Harbor. There's like three or four of them in this location. Teleport to the South Liyue Harbor teleporter, and just look to the left. This guy right here, so this tank. His name is Shito. You talk to Shito. As you can see, Shito sells mineral, iron chunks, and this sort of stuff. I already bought mine, but we'll go ahead and buy the iron chunks or the Nautilus blade if you need it. Iron chunks. Not very useful in my opinion, but I just buy them because they're cheap. And you can check the time before the next refresh right here in the bottom left. So yeah, that's basically number one. So if you want to see the location on the map, it's just, like I say, just teleport to Liyue Harbor and a short sprint across the left of you. Alright, so on to the next. Alright, so this is the next location, which is basically located um, to the east of the first location, southeast of the first location, which is basically down in the docks near the harbor, I guess. So this is the location on the map, in case you want to know. And these vendors down here sell fish. So this is a good place to buy some extra fish, or if you find fishing to be hard because you know the fish like to swim away, this is a good location to get some fish. And it's a good example here now because it happens to be nighttime and you realize there's actually no one here. So when you come here during nighttime, vendors actually are not here during the nighttime. So you just need to do is come. Hopefully you can see this. Come to the options menu, go to the time, and change the time till morning, anytime in the during the day. All right, so it is now daytime, and as you can see, the vendor should appear shortly. Here he is, Uncle Sun. So if you want to stock up on some extra fish, Uncle Sun is the way to go. Boy, I would recommend buying the fish and the crab. I thought buying the shrimp was a good idea, but I actually realized that you could buy shrimp from like one of the regular cooking vendors for like 130 more each. So it's actually cheaper to just buy it from there, but if you want to go ahead and buy it from here, you could go ahead and do that too. And this guy to the right of Uncle Sam also sells fish, Uncle Go. He also sells fish. But his is slightly more expensive. But anyway, like if you got the money, you could just go ahead and buy it if you want to. Or if you need the fish. Alright, and again, the location on the map in the harbor, basically in the harbor. Look here. Alright, so we are at the next location, Peddler Zangshun, I believe is his name. So this is the location on the map. If you want to mark it, you could go ahead and do that. But I really don't recommend buying from this vendor. As you can see, he does sell some 2-star artifacts, but for 2,000 more each, which is like 10k to buy these 5 artifacts. In my opinion, not worth, but if you want to go ahead and do it, then there you go. And again, the location on the map, if you want to go ahead and mark it, right there. Alright, so I can actually go ahead and run to this one, so we can locate, we can teleport to the waypoint to the north of Liyue, upper part of Liyue, and we can actually just run up here, run up here. A nice little spring into this building right here. Fairly conspicuous, but I know a lot of people might not actually still check it out. So we have the herbalist guy or Guy. Um, and you can actually buy some really useful things from him. Or still, these are fairly rare in my opinion to find. Like, just go ahead and buy these. These are even more rare, so well, can't be that rare. Cause I got 108 of them. Either way, I can just go ahead and buy these. You load his head, I probably don't need these, but just go ahead and buy everything. And as you can see, it was a recipe here also. So the location on the map, you can teleport to the upper waypoint in Liyue, and that is it right there. All right, so we can cover all the vendors in Liyue first. So we can teleport to Qingxi Village, I believe is the name. Teleport to this waypoint right here. There's actually two in this location, and believe it or not, I actually found one of them like 5 minutes before recording. Then we can teleport here, we can turn to the left, we can run down here. And this lady right here, Miss Bai. Miss Bai, hurry up and buy. We talk to Miss Bai, what does Miss Bai sell? Miss Bai sells some recipes, she sells silk flowers, she sells glazed lilies. Okay. Alright, like I said, I literally found this vendor 5 minutes before recording. So I can tell you now, that is not worth buying glazed lilies. It is not worth buying anything material wise for 50,000 each. This is for sure not worth doing. Please do not do this. Unless you're a mega whale or something. The flowers, I would even say these are not worth buying for 1,000 each because these are fairly plentiful and easy to collect. But if you need them, just go ahead and do it. Price is not that bad. This stuff, you can actually buy this stuff from like the ingredients vendor. I'm not sure if it's cheaper or more expensive, but you could look that up. And 2 recipes, so these are useful to pick up. Go ahead and pick up the recipes if nothing else from Miss Bai. So the location on the map, Qingxi Village, and teleport, and to the south of the teleporter, to the waypoint, sorry. And then there's another one. Just follow me. This guy, Sky, the vendor. I would say he probably is not worth buying from either, but that's not the point. I'm just showing you all the locations of the unlisted vendors that I know about. So you could buy 10 of these healing items for 1,000 more each. Like I say, I don't think this is worth buying for the healing factor. Other things you could get for cheaper or just craft yourself. But I'm going to go ahead and buy them for the video. And that is Pop Sky. Location on the map. Location on the map right here. Alright, so before any more cuts, we're gonna go straight across the Monstadt. This is one of the more useful ones, in my opinion. So we can go to the east of Windrise. So from this teleporter here, we can teleport to this one above Falcon Coast. And like I said, this is one of the more useful ones in my opinion, and more economically priced. So this vendor, she does actually roam up and down this road. So when you come here, you're actually gonna need to look up and down because she might be down here or she might be there. As you can see, she's moving. There's actually this little girl, Chloris, the botanist that we're looking for. So you could just mark the general area. I got it marked right here. There's my marker right here. And but she's basically be anywhere within here on this road. So what does Chloris sell? Chloris sells wolf hooks. Like I said, this one it probably is not worth buying in my opinion because these are fairly easy to collect. Snapdragon, cheap, mink, cheap, strawberry. Like like if you need these things, but these and more importantly, the Philomeno mushrooms that you need for characters like Clay and I can't remember who else right now, but there's a good way to pick up an extra 5. I believe you could buy 5. I already purchased mine, but you could buy 5 from here. Leave 10 Valberries or whatever, but you'll see when you come. And I believe you should like purchase the mushrooms every chance you get when it refreshes. Alright, and location on the map again. Here it is. In Monstadt. Alright guys, so I believe this is the last one that I know about. Hopefully I'm not forgetting any. But we can teleport to Monstadt. Teleport to Monstadt. And we're just gonna run to the entrance, the main gate. This one is not hidden obviously, but it is unlisted. So you're gonna talk to Donna, I believe. It is not Donna. Okay, so it is the vendor that does be here, so I would assume she, just like the fishmonger, she's not here during the night. We're just gonna change the time here quickly. Alright. We have changed the time back to day, so it is Flora we are looking for. Got the Flora. And Flora sells even more useful things that some people might need to, ascend the characters and what's not. I mean, this can get kind of expensive, I guess, but if you need them, buy them. If you need them, buy them. That's simple. So yeah, I believe that is the last one I know about. Hopefully, I am not forgetting any. If I am, I would, I guess, put it in the description or something. But I believe that's all that I know about. But like I was saying, if there's any that anyone knows about that I forgot to mention or did not mention, please let me know in the comments below. And as I was saying before, this is first Genshin Impact video. I want to start covering, some useful information like this video and covering the update news and that sort of stuff. So give the video a like if you found it useful or informative. Subscribe. Yes, share the video if you can. We have a Discord. I will leave the link to that in the description. So yeah, so some useful, informative videos covering the update news and probably some gameplay here and there. Most likely be gameplay, yeah. So this is X-Files from GBP Gaming. GBP as you can see. And good video, I guess. X-Files out.